Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole from Perfectly Imperfect Planning, and today is the first video in a series for my 2026 plans. So today is all about our planner lineup, or I should say productivity lineup, because not all of these are planners, but I'm going to go through each one, why I'm using them, what I hope for them to help me do in 2026, and then you will see subsequent videos about how I'm setting up each of the actual planners that I'm going to show in this video. So let's get into it, because we have a few things in here, and I think I say this every year. I have a few things in here, and if you have been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I am not a girl that can do multiple planners. I always fall off the track. I always forget to use one or the other, but I think I finally found a system that will work for me, and I'm really optimistic for 2026. I have a lot of plans going on, so I do need what I have here. So let's get into it. I'm going to push these to the side because these are some bigger planners, and these are more productivity stuff. So actually I'm going to push this because I'm excited about that one. So first is a journal. I have been getting into journaling more. This is the Jane's Agenda green journal. I believe she still has this in the shop. I will link it in the comments below. I believe it was in the last chance section, so I'm not sure if any are left following the Black Friday Cyber Week sale that she had going on. It was 30% off, so I know that this was one of the main items they were promoting. But I have kept this journal on the side. I have not used it. It is a dot grid notebook, and it is so pretty. This came in the March 2025 subscription box, and I just didn't have a need for it. I was using the Archer and Olive journals, which you may or may not see going forward, and I will explain in a later video what's going on with that. But yeah, I decided that I was going to use what I had in this I had on hand, so she is in the lineup. Then we have this small little Jane's Agenda common like travel notebook, if you will. It's actually a grid lined paper. This I'm going to use as what they call a common notebook. This is what I'm going to use to jot down all my ideas, anything that comes into my head, similar to like a brain dump notebook, but a little more structured. Things I want to remember, ideas I have. I've been getting a lot more creative lately, and I've had a lot of ideas for the future of this channel, for the future of overall, and I want a one spot to put it on. And the reason why I picked something this thin versus something similar to this is because this I can tuck into my actual planner, and I can pull out whenever I have an idea. I wanted something that I can travel with my regular planner that wasn't going to be too bulky and add more space. So this is another part of the planning process. This isn't so much as a notebook as a guide to be more productive, and I finally went and bought the Jane's Agenda Master Plan Workbook. This was from 2024 into 2025, I believe. And I watched some of the videos, but I finally succumbed and used some of my perk points and some sales, and I bought not every month, but I bought most of the months. I think I did 1 through 5, And then 9 and 10. Yeah, that was it. Mainly because they were topics that really appealed to me, whereas the other ones I was like, meh, I don't really need those topics. So I'm really hoping that these are going to help me in my 2026 vision productivity plans. I mean, 1 is all about productivity. 2 is, I think, time management, which is something I need to work on for work. 3 is about goals. 4 is about, I want to see, systems and processes. 5 was about, I forgot to take the cover page off that. Digital productivity, which is going to help me at work. And then 9 was financial planning, which is going to be a big priority in 2026. And then 10 is about leadership and team dynamics. A lot of this is for work. I found a lot of these concepts, things that have come up at work, whether in discussions with my boss or things I want to improve upon. So I just stuck it in this leather cover from Levenger, and I'm not going to have a setup on this. It's pretty straightforward. It was just tucking some already made pages into some covers that I had, and that was that. Now we get to the actual planners. And first off, we have my work planner. This chunkster, I'm going to have a video going up probably next week, I want to say, setting this up. I'm keeping the same cover as last year. If you saw my 2024 work setup, you'll know that I used this cover in 2024. What's different are the discs. She's gotten a lot thicker, and a lot of the inserts and the planner pages. This is my workhorse at work. This is a classic size disc bound planner. I need this for everything in my life. So I don't have it totally set up yet, but pretty much I need a month. And then this is going to be split between hourly and then check boxes. And I also have all my meeting notes in here, and which I can't really show because they're work meeting notes. I have task pages in here, reference pages, notes, which are just blank notebook paper, and daily inserts. So I take this thing everywhere with me at work. I bring it to every meeting. I leave it on my desk open. I reference it constantly. This thing is my life. Consider it my work catch-all planner. This is specifically for work. There's nothing personal in here, except for maybe any personal appointments that conflict with work time. I have to jot down a note to let my boss know that I might be late or I might need a day off. So again, this is my workhorse, and I will have a setup video next week on this one. And then we come to the 2 special ones in my life. And I am so excited about this. I do have a setup video for this because while the cover is and the dashboard is Jane's agenda, the insides are something that I created. I created a reading journal for 2026 with all the pages that will, again, the dashboards are Jane's agenda, but all the pages are ones that I created and I am in love with. So again, you'll see a video maybe next week. I might do 2 setup videos next week. We'll see how my schedule goes. But I am so excited for this. I actually have been thinking about other pages that I can add to this after I set this up, but so excited for this. It's nice and small, but I haven't gotten into creating hard covers yet. So I used what I had, and this was the reading cover, the April cover from Jane's Agenda subscription box. It was a reading theme. I want to say it was April, if I'm remembering right. And then this vellum was April, and then this is a newer dashboard in her shop, which are still available. And I thought it was just absolutely beautiful the way this looked. So I'm so excited. And finally, we get to my catch-all planner, my junior catch-all planner. This is my life. All my subscribers, you'll know if you've been following me for any amount of time. This is the planner that I plan with for everything. This is I carry this thing everywhere. I have been in a junior disc bound planner since I started with an art planner probably about 10 years ago. And I couldn't be happier. I want to say about 10 years ago. I think it was about 2015, 2016 that I started an ARC. And I absolutely love it. This setup, this has not been, well, it has been set up for December, which I do have a video in my channel, so you can see this particular setup, but my 2026 setup probably won't be until closer to January. I'm waiting for the Jane's Agenda January box, which I cannot wait. It looks absolutely beautiful, but I am still printing out all the inserts because the main difference in 2026 is most of the inserts are going to be my personal creations. I have gone back to creating my own inserts, and I've even taken it so far as to try to create inserts for my entire planner. I have big goals in mind for 2026, and I want to get them, I want to hit the ground running. Not all the pages will be, but most of the pages will be. Specifically my calendar pages for my months, which these are personal printed, and then my weeklies, which this is one setup. I have another setup that I might do. I might be changing layouts again in 2026, but they're all ones that I'll be creating and working on. I just find that it's easier to print out my own inserts because I can make my own categories. I can design it the way I need it to be designed to fit my life. And I'm tired of having planner inserts where I don't use parts of the page, and I want to rectify that. So again, big plans for 2026. The reading journal, now again, I'm going back to that initial topic about me being horrible about keeping up with multiple planners. My idea is to take out the monthly sections in this planner and add them to the book section in my catch-all, and then when I'm done with the month, I'll put them back in here. So at the end of the year, I'll have a completed reading journal. But because I only look at this planner for most of the time, I will have the inserts that I need in here, but I will also be carrying this with me to book clubs. I have found that I do need a notebook at book club to write in, so I think that this is small enough that I can keep this in my book club bag. And now that I have sections specifically designed for book club and reviews and let's see, I don't even know all the sections. So I have my Modern Library Book Club, and I have like my reading notes here for discussion and anything like that. So I am going to keep this in my book club bag, but the pages that I need every day, like my book log or my book purchasing log, I'll stick in here and then just swap out when I need to get a new page. So that is my 2026 planner lineup. I am so excited about this. You have no idea how excited I am. This is going to be a crazy year, and I need all the stuff to keep it organized. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I'm happy to answer any questions, comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button or that subscribe button so you can continue following me on this planning journey. Until next time.